Are we on?
I don't know. Are we
Are
there?
we on?
Are we there yet?
I don't know.
You meant to say hot
Hello?
mics.
Can
Yes.
you hear me? Can you
Think
hear me
so.
yet?
Think we're
Okay.
good. Think we're
All
good.
right.
We're live, everybody. We're live. Live from New York City. No.
Oh,
What's this
no,
intro?
it's-
Man, I'm mildly high.
Fuck that. That's
So...
a bit dangerous.
Are you trying to do a Saturday Night Live thing? Or is that
Oh,
what you're
that's the
doing?
one. That's the one. Yes.
Live from New York.
But it's not
Saturday
live from New York, you know.
Night. Live.
It's
from
Sunday
the
Night
UK.
Live.
It's Sunday
you know.
night. Yeah.
Woo! Woo! Everybody clap. Everybody clap.
Yay.
There's not
Wait.
enough gunfire in the background to be New York.
Oh yeah, true. It's sirens, you know. Anyway, yes, everybody, and welcome to High on Homegrown, the cannabis podcast from PercysGrowRoom.com. I am Mackie from the UK, and joining us this week we have Monkey Do.
Hey guys, Monkey down here in the Southeast US, enjoying a pretty normal looking Sunday afternoon. Hope everyone's got something really nice to smoke on today. We're gonna have a great show.
Nice. We also have Billy Bonds.
Good evening, sir.
Good
It's
evening. Good evening.
Sunday evening, and it's quite nice. It's Euros as well, everybody.
Yeah,
I hope you're enjoying the football.
yeah. If anybody's watching the football, I hope you enjoy. Hope you enjoy. Yes, not the Eurovision Song Contest. That's gone. You missed that. That was a couple of weeks ago. But yeah,
Oh,
so
what? That's my favourite, that is.
I thought you was on it.
Yeah, I was. I was representing England. That
That's
was
what I
me
thought.
in
Yeah,
disguise.
recognized you. Yeah. Weird TV, man. Damn. Yeah, no Marge this week. She's busy. She's got some family things to be doing, but she'll be back next week to tell us all about her adventures. Yeah. I
Kinda
shouldn't
starting
say.
to think Marge doesn't like us anymore, man. She's missing us all the time now. I don't
Every
know.
other week, you know.
I'm telling you, hey, Marge, are you two-timing us here? You know.
It's because it's summertime in Canada, isn't it? So
Oh,
she wants
man,
to
I
get
know.
around as much as possible. Damn, yeah.
I remember
Go
that from the High
outside.
Ladies. When the weather's
Mhm.
good, the Canadians don't do podcast. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yes, man, for sure. But here in the UK, it's just raining all the time, man. It's ridiculous. It's like I'm even considering bringing my cactus in from outside. It's raining too much, and I think the cacti, they're gonna suffer. So I think I have to bring them indoors, man. It's just too wet. This is a beautiful summer we're having, everybody. If you are in the UK and you are pissed off about this crappy summer we're having, hit that like button. And yeah, sorry, Monkey, you were saying something there.
Our summer weather is not near as bad as yours is. I mean, ours seems to be better. We're going to get some rain, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, something like that. But it sounds like you guys are about ready to, float away. Everything's about ready to rot.
It's bad.
I don't know.
It's bad.
Everybody in the UK has been complaining about it.
And it's also Father's Day, so shout out to all of those dads out there looking after their kids, doing their thing. You know, yeah, keep at it.
Now,
we're blokes. Nobody really cares, but well done.
I'll tell you a story about my Father's Day. My Father's Day came last week because my missus read the calendar wrong. And I woke up on Sunday. She says, "Happy Father's Day." I said, "I guess we'll do it today." So we did.
Yes. I got a nice bottle of Tennessee whiskey.
I got all my yard work done. All of my yard work.
Nice.
And
Congrats.
that's no small task when you have a decent sized yard.
Anyway, so as a result of that, we have we've got a few bad dad jokes just to quickly tell before we move on to the news. All right, we've got to tell a few dad jokes on Father's Day, right?
You think? Okay.
But I explained this to Monkey. It's like some of these are not really dad jokes. But anyway, they're crap jokes. And just because a joke is crap doesn't mean that it's a dad joke. Dad jokes are fucking good. All right?
I don't know about that.
But this one, which is the worst sport to play? Badminton.
Oh.
That's fucking bad.
Oh,
All right.
That's so bad. Sorry, Monkey, you have
That's
one.
badminton, names.
All right. 2 goldfish are in a tank. One goldfish says to the other, "Do you know how to drive this thing?"
That's bad.
Think about it.
I think the silence said it all.
One go for No, I don't get it.
No,
My
mate.
son says, "I'll call you later." And he says, "Don't call me later. Call me Dad."
Oh my god! You see, that's a dad joke. That's a dad joke. Oh my god!
What did the ocean say to the beach?
Nothing. It waved.
Just,
Yes.
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 You got one.
Yes.
Come on,
God
Billy. You got to
damn.
join in, man.
No, man, I'm not that sad. I'm on the side of the audience and keeping quiet.
Where do surfers learn to surf? At boarding school.
Ooh.
How do ghosts stay in shape? They exercise.
Boy,
How
if
many-
guns were legal here, I'd probably shoot myself.
Oh,
How many apples grow on a tree?
God.
All of them.
Oh god.
Oh.
Maybe if I say bad things about the Clintons, they'd do me quick.
Yeah, start just ranting, you know.
You just start
The
ranting
emails, the
about
emails.
it.
Private server. Shit. Anyway, what kind of music does a boulder like?
Rock music.
Rock music.
That's right.
yeah.
See.
Ah,
One more.
yes.
Have you got one more before we go on, Monkey? Because people are going to be turning off.
Why did the invisible man turn down the job offer? Because he couldn't see himself doing it.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ah.
I think we pretty much got the audience
Yeah.
by now. Yeah.
There you go, everybody.
Happy Father's Day for the bad dad jokes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Monkey, I can't read that, can I? Oh yeah, I've seen that joke before. I can't read that one out. YouTube flags us for that, and I think we already got a flag for telling that joke last week. Yeah. Anyway, so what we smoking on tonight? You said you got something nice there, Monkey. What you got?
Yeah, I've got a hold of some Ghost OG butter, so we'll be putting that into the Dr. Dibber switch today and give that a shot, but not too much of it because this stuff is pretty damn strong. Very tasty though, very nice.
Mm-mm. What you got, Billy?
Maui Wowie with a load of hash that fell into it, and several pre-rolls of the
Oh,
same.
that's a shame. Did you just
Yeah.
spill the hash accidentally?
Yeah,
Landed in? Oh, that's a
sort
shame.
of, it all crumbled up and then fell on into the blunt, and I thought, oh no.
Oh
So I just rolled the
no.
blunt anyway.
Yeah, it's what you're gonna have to do. Oh, you're just gonna have to
no.
burn it all now. That's a shame,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I know.
Oh well. Oh, good shit.
Poor me.
Yes, we got same old shit from Cookie Grow out there in the chat. Cherry Gasm and Quirkle Hash, baby, says Adam. Very nice, very nice. Runts from, I think that's from Pagan and So Burnt Toast. Yeah, everybody's smoking on runts. Yeah, very nice. Or
Runs
Rupst.
must be the thing.
What's that, Pagan? You spelled it correct, quite like more correct the first time round. You know, Then it
Rubbits.
rubbits. It makes you sound like a frog.
Rub it.
Rubbits. That's a dad joke. You see, that's a dad joke. Just
It
live
kind of is.
like that,
It-
fresh. There's a fresh
See,
one.
Backblast trying to bribe Monkey there, pulling out his Argyle stash. Like,
Mm-mm.
bit of
Yeah.
favoritism there.
Bit of
I got
favoritism.
that-
Yeah.
That's okay. I got some here on my desk too, so I could always switch over to that too. It's all good, man.
Nice.
If
And
you
don't
don't have
forget,
Argyle
everybody-
stash,
sorry.
you're not into cool people. I said if you don't have Argyle stash in your cabinet, you're just not one of the cool people. That's it.
Oh man, am I not one of the cool people?
this
Even
time you're
with all
not.
them dad jokes that's just told. Oh,
Even with
man.
the Argyle stash, you would be one of the cool people.
That's that's a burn.
There's a
Oh.
burn.
What about if I've got like 1,000 Argyle stash seeds? How about that, huh? Huh?
I got those. I got the 1,000. You probably got quite a few though.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'm not going to count them, you know?
Nah.
Yeah, I think you should count them.
I saw a seed counting machine the other day. I think it was on Kevin Jodry's Instagram page. And we were just counting seeds. And it was a little seed counting machine. That's fucking cool as fuck, man. Counts them through lasers and shit. Very, very cool machine. Random tangent. Anyway, should we have a quick look at what news articles we're going to uncover before we move on? Because we usually do that.
Yes.
We have some crazy shit. A motorist, right? That means somebody who is driving a vehicle was found with £10 worth of cannabis on his possession. So he was fined £230. I'm going to take a look at that fucking madness. Guess what country it's in? Well, I did say
Gee.
pounds, didn't I? So,
Yeah, you kind of
it
did.
makes it a bit fucking obvious for sure. Youth marijuana use in Colorado continues to decline.
Imagine
Is that because they legalized and properly regulated? Let's not go into that tangent just yet. Jesus. German cops who slapped a beer ban on England fans because there's this football going on now, and this is what Billy Bonds is watching in the background there. The English fans, they like to go abroad and drink a lot of beer, get a little bit leery, throw things around, have fights. That's what they consider fun. So, and the German police are like, why not this time? Because we've legalized cannabis. You could come to Germany and just smoke some weed instead. Interesting article, which we'll be looking at in a little bit. We got South Africa has legalized cannabis use. I thought it was legal there anyway, but apparently it's not. And there's loads of other countries in Africa that are not as well. So we're going to take a look about why they legalized. We have, do medical cannabis companies need to comply with HIPAA? What are you saying about HIPAA, the HIPAA law, Monkey?
HIPAA is a medical privacy law in the United States. So we want to find out if your medical cannabis is covered by your privacy laws.
Damn, that's an interesting one, man. Damn. Then we have big news, and this is big news. We're going to talk about this a little bit more towards the end because we're going to go into some detail with this one. But the dirty secret of California's legal weed. And there's apparently loads of pesticides and banned products been found in legal cannabis. And it just goes to show, again, that even when it's legalized, if you want safe access to clean cannabis, you have to grow it yourself. It's simple as that. And then the last one, which is a little bit misleading, we'll tell you now, but we'll leave you with the clickbaity title that caught me. Fargo woman charged with possessing bong water could go to jail. So yeah, lots to cover in this episode today. Some crazy shit. So don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't done that yet. Share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Smoke up your joints, hit your bowls if you haven't done that already. And I think it's time to move on to the news. Are we ready to move on to the news?
Absolutely.
Oh, there's just one quick shout out I wanted to do here. I'm scrolling up to find it. We have David P. He said, I started my own small cultivation business in Minnesota, recently legalized for recreational use. So I cut down to part-time at work. So this is my first of many times joining live. Nice. Welcome, man. Good luck with your business, man. Congratulations. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, it's going to be stressful, but it'll be worth it, bro. Stay strong, man. And what else? Yeah, we haven't even mentioned the competition. At some point throughout the show, we'll stop and we'll ask everybody to say something in chat so we can put it on a list. We'll do a wheel spin and you'll be able to win some seeds. Do you know what everybody's winning this week, Monkey? You got an idea?
No, I don't really have an idea. I'll have to look in the box or either get a suggestion from chat of what people want this week. Because
nice.
I actually get tired of picking every week.
Yeah. So much choice, man. So much choice.
Do a poll and the people in the poll choose.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
right.
I got 20 different choices, though. That's the problem, Billy. You know?
Yeah, well, just pull out a handful and then put them in the poll.
Yeah, sweet, man.
Right.
So let's do it then. Are we ready for the news? I think we're ready for the news. Let's do it.
Ready for the news.
Do it now.
I like my joint then, innit?
So here we are, everybody. Where do we begin? Let's just get straight stuck in here with this news article from the UK, where it just seems to get more and more draconian all the time. This is just madness, man. The headline that we have here: Motorist found with £10 worth of cannabis. Now, you guys in the USA or outside of the UK, when we say pounds, that's that's the name of our currency, the Great British Pound. So this isn't £10 like 5 kilos of cannabis. That's not what they're talking about. They're talking about the monetary value of the cannabis this man had was 10 British pounds, which is like $12 or something.
So we're talking about maybe a gram of cannabis or less.
Yeah, probably a gram. Yeah. Less than probably like 0.8 of a gram is what people have nowadays.
That's nothing.
Why are the police even wasting their time with something like this? Let's take a little closer look. It isn't coming on now. Hold on, I want to try and get it on the screen for you all. And I did set it up all properly and everything, but it's being
we know Mackie falling asleep again.
I made sure it was all correct, and he just wants to be a dick. But yeah, 10 quid, Mad Dog. That's right, 10 quid.
That'll work.
Right. So let's continue with this article here. Oliver Scott.
Professionalism. What?
Yeah, I've got professionalism plus 1 point.
Yeah.
Oliver Scott was found to have cannabis in his vehicle after being stopped by police. Let me scroll down. This is a lot of scroll. This website's bad. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So
Be careful what you're advertising.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Fucking hell. 18 plus, everybody. Don't look. A motorist with cannabis in his vehicle denied having the drug, but then confessed to police, a court heard. What does that even mean? So he had the weed, and he just told the police about it. Oliver Scott, 21, was stopped by officers while driving a Suzuki vehicle. That explains a lot. Maybe he fucking deserved it. You know?
Yeah, he's driving a Suzuki. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, mate.
I mean, 21 years old, driving a Suzuki, bro. Come on. Jesus. Anyway, sorry. Sorry if any of our listeners out there are driving down the road in their Suzukis right now. We are only joking. A Suzuki vehicle in Seaton, Workington, on the evening of January 20th. Pamela Fee, prosecuting at Workington Magistrates Court, said police could smell cannabis in the vehicle, but Scott denied having the drug. He then confessed to having some cannabis in the vehicle. Police found a quantity of the drug with a value of £10. Scott admitted the cannabis was for himself. Okay, everybody, before we move forward, what was the problem here?
Shut the fuck up. That's
There
it
we
right
go.
there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Simple as that. They could smell it, so what? They can smell it. Why? You know, you don't go into these conversations with them. Don't just tell them anything. Man, you just shut the fuck up. Don't talk to the police unless you have to.
That's it, man.
Damn. That's a shame. Should have kept quiet. But yeah, so he admitted to having the cannabis, but he said it was for himself. And you should have fucking know. And it is, because you can't share less than a gram of cannabis with two people. It's obviously just for him. Fuck. Claire Kirkpatrick, defending, said it's a guilty plea at the first opportunity. He cooperated with officers at the roadside. He has learned his lesson. Scott of this place in Deerham, Maryport, pleaded guilty to possessing a Class B drug. He was fined 230 quid and ordered to pay 85 quid costs and a 92 quid victim surcharge. And we've seen this before as well, everybody.
What victim?
Exactly. What fucking victim are you talking about? There's no victim in this. You pulled a guy over for having a £10 small amount of cannabis, like less than a joint. And you're fining him 230. With the 85, which brings it up to 315. With the 92, which brings it up to 407. Right? That's £407 for being in possession of 1 gram of cannabis.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely shocking. Absolutely fucking shocking, man.
Now, I don't know how it is over there in the UK, but I know over here in the US, Supreme Court has determined that police officers don't have to actually tell you the truth when they pull you over. So yeah, the officer could say, well, just tell me it's where it is. I'll let you go. Never, ever cooperate with that because it's not going to be any better for you if you cooperate.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
And you want to, this article finishes here. You ready for this sentence, everybody? It's like, dun, dun, dun. An order was made for the forfeiture and destruction of the drugs.
Wow. They're going to destroy point 8.
So what you do? Step on it? I mean, are you fucking serious?
I think you use the Ed Rosenthal burning machine. You know, basically your handheld incinerating device is what has to happen to that.
Put in your hand in the wind. That'll work.
Yeah, grind it up and toss it in the wind, and it's gone, man. That's all you have to worry about.
Man.
Plus all the police time wasted, the court times, it's like how much money did that cost for a £10 bag of weed?
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
Another criminal off the streets, you know.
So what amount of money did the UK recoup on that? £230 plus £85 plus £92. So for, let's say, less than £500 is what the money they made. How much did it charge? How much did it cost the government, the court time, the police officers' time, all the bureaucracy? But they recouped almost £500 here. You know, this doesn't sound like
you're right.
It doesn't sound like a good use of justice here. It just doesn't.
Not a good use of public funds.
No, absolutely
not at all. It's ridiculous.
That's why it's called not in the public interest.
I just thought I'd bring this one to start us off, you know, on a light note. Well, kind of a light note. It's a bit of a shit story about, you know, this kid. He's only young. He's got £10 worth of weed, and you know, it's like a week's wages. You know, more than a week's wages to some people. It's a bit shit, man.
So what did we learn from the Pot Brothers at Law in this kind of case? First thing you do is you shut the fuck up. You answer only the questions that are required and nothing else. You never consent for a search of the vehicle. Never, ever. And you go about your own damn business, you know? So first problem is here. This guy admitted something. Never, ever admit to a crime.
That's right. Yeah, so we'll move on to the next article then, which is this one? You Monkey Youth Cannabis in Colorado? Is that you?
Yeah, that is me. This came from Marijuana Moment, and it says cannabis use in Colorado continues to decline since legalization took effect, contradicting prohibitionist fears.
Long
So
ass title.
maybe, yeah, it is. I hate long titles like that. You pretty much get what it's going to tell us here, though. It says rates of youth cannabis use in Colorado declined slightly in 2023, remaining significantly lower than before the state became one of the first in the U.S. to legalize cannabis for adults, contradicting prohibitionist arguments that the reform would lead to increased underage consumption. We always hear this, if you legalize recreational, it's going to get the youth and all that stuff. And we keep telling everybody over and over and over, if you've ever been to a legal state, dispensaries do not sell to underage people. If you're not 21, you don't go in that building. That's the way it is. And Colorado was telling us the same thing in this study. So there you go. They said that's according to the latest biannual Healthy Kids Colorado survey, which found that the past 30-day use of cannabis among high schoolers was at 12.8% in 2023, a dip from 13.3% reported in 2021. Well, while it's not a big dip, it is a dip, so we'll take that. In fact, since the first retail cannabis shop opened in Colorado in 2014, youth cannabis use has gradually declined. It's fallen nearly 7% points from 2013, when a past 30-day use among high schoolers was at 19.7%. The latest data is all more notable when considered that the dip in 2021, as some expected the rates would have increased, that COVID social distancing restrictions were lifted and students generally returned to in-person schooling. So they're even saying that peer pressure is not even bringing back the cannabis use. So
we're talking about 18 and under here then.
Yeah, pretty much. 18 is
high school. Yeah,
high school in the U.S. 18 is your graduation, and so 18 down on through. High schoolers would be 16, 15, 16, 17, 18 in those ranges there.
So proper teenage drug use has dropped.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, because, and I don't know why, it doesn't really say it in this, but we've said it before. Is it now cool to use the same thing that Grandpa was using for his arthritis, One of those.
I assume a lot of other drugs have dropped as well, just because of the sort of knock-on effect, because drug dealers sell drugs. So if you're going to go for one drug, then he's going to have others on offer.
Yeah,
as they do. Not all of them, but some do. So, and that's how it becomes a gateway, because you're connected into the illegal market. So take it away from the legal market, therefore you're going to have less harder drug users.
I have to agree with
that. I wonder if that study is going to come alongside it.
Not really sure, but they really should look at that. But that's a harder study to do, because you don't have people legally doing something that want to give you the information. You're going to have to go out and rip it out of the situation with lawless people. They're not easily convinced, to be honest with you. Put it that way.
Yeah, it'd be harder to get the data collated, but it's still, you could at least attempt to try to see if it makes an effect, because I should think it does.
Yeah, I mean, I remember back in the day when I used to have to buy from disreputable sources. I knew the people, but I just barely knew their name, kind of thing like that. And yes, it was always common, not always every time common, but it wasn't uncommon for them to have something else and offer, hey, you interested in whatever, while you're picking your stuff up. And you just had to have enough sense to say no. One of those deals. But it was very common where I was from.
Oh, at least. You gotta say yes.
No, I knew what I wanted. That's just it. I didn't want the rest of the stuff. I wanted what I wanted. But yeah, there are a lot of people that would probably say yes, because, hey, I've never tried that before. Let me see what's up. That can be more of a gateway, way more than a gateway than you'll ever get at a proper dispensary, because they don't sell anything but cannabis there. That's all they sell. And that's, we keep telling people over and over.
Yeah, so Backblast just mentioned there in the chat as well. Said, I work in a high school. These kids are vaping hardcore, and I think that's more likely down to the kids don't smoke now like they used to. So rather than them smoking bud, in the traditional way, maybe they're hitting these THC vapes, man, because they are fucking everywhere, and nobody. You stink of weed, you don't stink of THC vape. You know what I mean? Mom's not catching you.
Well, we talked about the farm bill last week, and a little bit about the hemp ban in Florida. See, this is the stuff that is most easily accessible to the young people, is the hemp derived stuff, especially in the prohibition states. This stuff I get email advertisements for it almost every other day. You know, free THC vape. All you have to do is fill this out, pay the shipping, kind of thing like that. Because they want you on the mailing list, kind of thing like that. This is, well, I mean, it makes it's so easy for kids to order the stuff because they ask you, do you affirm that you are of age? Yes, you check the box. That's all they do. Yeah, you know, you're done. Because the law doesn't physically say that you have to restrict that sale to someone under that age, because this is technically legal. So it's done in most states. It's done kind of like, yeah, you're supposed to do it, but whatever, kind of thing like that. It's a very gray area. But the high school kids, these hemp derived vapes are cheap, easy to find, and very plentiful out there. So
but
that's
very dangerous, which we'll find out later on in an article coming up.
Yeah, could be. So anyway, we'll talk about this, about the drop. It says, we're happy to see the dramatic historical drop, but assume that the drop was at least partially because many youth were in schooling from home during the pandemic and not around peers, which is why the dramatic decrease occurs. This he's talking about the peer pressure part of it here. He says, we are bracing for a massive surge today in youth who said that they use marijuana in Denver, and it did not happen. So even after the kids decided not to use it, they went back to the peers, and they still decided it wasn't what they wanted. In addition to the regulatory safeguards that have been put in place under the legalization, Escudo also pointed out to the government's cannabis tax-funded investment in youth prevention. Denver led the way as the first American city with legalized recreational cannabis. We made a promise that we would keep a portion of the cannabis tax on youth prevention. He says, we have kept that promise, and with one of the most highly successful youth cannabis uses prevention campaigns in U.S. history. So they are actually spending the money. And if other states, once they legalize, you have to remember that some of the money has to go back into the community. And so in Colorado, the money was dedicated first to education, meaning schools, teachers, and cannabis education for youth. So they're putting the money back in the right spots to make this work in these cases. If you don't reinvest in the community from these cannabis funds, it will cause a problem. That's just the way it is. It says, I'm coming a bit low on my audio. Okay, that's fine. To that point, the Colorado survey also shows that perceived ease of access is also down amongst youth, with 40.4% of the respondents saying it would be easy or sort of easy to obtain cannabis in 2023. By contrast, 54.9% said the same in 2013, prior to the launch of legal cannabis sale to adults. So legalizing it has tightened up the illegal market a little bit. So all of these things are good indications. I could go on. The article does go on for quite a bit longer, but those are the major points that I wanted to cover right there, is the fact that cannabis use is down among youth and continues to go down. And Denver is doing this because they're reinvesting into youth education on cannabis.
So what are you trying to say, Monkey? Are you trying to say legalizing and regulating cannabis properly prevents youth using cannabis?
Well, I'm not saying that, but I think the study kind of does do that, you know?
Oh, who would have guessed that? You know, just random at blue. Wow.
That if you tell the kids the truth and you try and keep it out of their hands legally, that it actually might do the job. Jeez, imagine that, Mackie. No, I mean, we've all been saying this all along. You're better to tell the kids the truth and to do it this way, and you will have better results than, I mean, before, when it was completely, you know, the war on drugs, Schedule 1, can't even talk about it, things like that. Of course, people are going to make up their own opinions about the stuff. But if you go out there and tell the kids the truth, it actually works.
That's right. Education is key, man.
Yeah, man. And cannabis is not that dangerous if you educate the public properly about it. Yes, we don't want kids into cannabis unless they have to have it for medicine. But educating them young will make them responsible consumers later on if they choose to go that route later. So by all means, keep teaching the kids the right thing about cannabis. And it's not a gateway drug.
No.
There's no right or wrong. There's just the truth. Yeah,
that's actually the fact there.
Yeah.
I mean, stop lying to them about it. You know, stop telling them about all the stuff that you think it's going to do. Tell them the absolute truth and let them make their own choice. You know,
Isn't it? Yep. Get doctors' expert opinions and things like that.
Yeah.
Not as if there isn't the stuff available on the internet for a teacher to go and look at if they're really going to do their research and be an actual teacher.
Yeah, I can
So-
remember when my kids were young, and a friend of mine, she also was have had young kids, and she asked me the question. She says, "Well, when the time comes, what are you going to tell your kids about cannabis?" And that kind of hits you hard because it's like, you got these young kids, and of course you want to protect them. So I guess I'm going to have to tell them the truth. That's just the way it is,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they're going to find it out anyway, so they're better
That's
off
right.
finding out from you, their parent,
Exactly.
than someone else who could add a few other lies in there for their own private gain.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sooner or later, it's going to be your kid on the line there, so you might as well go ahead and give them the honest truth, give them the facts.
That's right, man. So we have the next article then. Should we move on to the? How's that football going there, Billy? The soccer.
Yeah, it's still going. That's how it is.
It's still going 1-0.
Yeah, no, it's not soccer because this is European, so it's fucking football, mate.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Calm down, son. Calm down. See these booze-fueled England fans are out of control.
Well, almost.
Yeah, almost, yeah.
Oh, not really.
So what you said? What's going on in Germany?
Well,
Is the
that's
Euro
the
in
thing.
Germany then? I assume this year.
It is in Germany. So
Okay.
they kicked off the other day on Friday evening against Scotland. Scotland drunk 'em dry for the first time. So that's quite funny. But yeah, basically the German cops are behind a beer ban at the Euros because they serve stronger, so they're serving weaker beer. But they say England Euro fans should smoke cannabis instead. Woo!
Yeah, I would
So,
say
yeah,
that was a good idea. Yes.
That's crazy, isn't it? That the police are actually advising that people smoke cannabis instead of drink beer because they have to deal with the aftermath of the people drinking beer.
Yeah, and we all know who's going to be more peaceful, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah, and the police certainly do, and that's why they're encouraging it. It seems like so. Gelsenkirchen, Gelsenkirchen. Come on, people, let's try and guess this name together.
And I think that was correct there, Gelsenkirchen. This is where we need Marge.
Yeah, we need our German correspondent here.
That's
That's why
right.
we're going wrong already, you see. Professionalisms. Here we go. So the police have said that strong alcohol is off the menu for England's opening game, but fans should smoke cannabis instead. Literally, the German authorities enforcing curbs on binge drinking for England's opening fixture of the Euros this weekend say England fans should smoke cannabis instead, as users tend to be more chill mood. Cool, which is true, isn't it? It's this simple fact. I like the chill mood is probably the direct German translation from the police, I would say.
Mm-hmm. I would be more upset
What's
about
that
it going
mic
to the stadium.
interference in the background? It sounds like a mic's being hit or something.
Is it?
I heard it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Not anymore, but for a minute there, I heard
I
it.
think it might be you,
Okay.
Billy. Fucking leave yourself alone for a second, man. Just do the
Oh,
news
sorry.
article. Fuck
Hell yeah.
Keep your socks on. Fucking Jesus.
Exactly. Put your sock back on, man.
Gosh.
So bosses at Arena Aufschalk have opted to serve only weak beer or shandy for England's opening group game
Oh
against
my
Serbia on
God,
Sunday.
really?
That would make me more
Yeah.
upset about anything. Is give me this shit beer, man. I'm going to Germany. Let me drink some beer. My
Like shit
God.
beer and shandy is being sold to the England fans.
Jeez.
But cannabis was made legal on Germany in April, so the police spokesman said that army should face, fans should smoke cannabis instead. Speaking to this shitty newspaper called The Sun, fucking wankers.
Boo. Boo.
Boo, hiss. He said it's no problem for fans to smoke cannabis on the street, which is like, what? So you can just stand outside the ground and like be smoking up your weed just before you go in the ground, and the police are like, yeah, man, that's cool.
I thought it was illegal to smoke in public in Germany. They're gonna go. Well, I guess they're trying to just keep the English people not drunk.
I think
at
they're
all
just
costs.
encouraging people to say, yeah, smoke cannabis blatantly on the street. It's because like there's a lot of people. It's a celebration. It's an event going on, so they recognise that if there's an event, would they rather people stand there and drink 10 beers or have a couple of joints? They'd think, well, I'd rather stand there and watch them have a couple of joints than smoke 10 beers. Because
But no, even if they
know
have
that
10
time.
beers and then just smoke a joint, that will
Yeah, they get
also
more
stop
chill.
the fucking madness, you know?
Yeah.
It's just incredible the way cannabis works like that. And
Yep.
it's good because this is a high publicity event. And when the English are notorious for going to different countries and smashing everything up because of football. You know, that's just what we do. that's a holiday for us, all right?
Yeah.
But
So-
we've got a bad reputation for it, man. And if it stops now, imagine at the end of this, they're like, hold on, where was all the English violence? It's like, oh, they was all high on cannabis. It's like, oh, let's try that again at the next one, you know?
Handing out free joints at the events. Like,
Yeah, you know what I mean? Mandatory, you all have to smoke this 1 gram joint before you watch the football, you know?
as you come out the stations and the trains, like they're just
Mhm.
handing them to you from bags. Like,
It just venting in like big volcanoes, you know? It's just blowing in all the vapors people walk in, so you got to breathe it in. That's right.
That'd
Yeah,
be
man.
crazy, man. Yeah. Your English people, we get a 1 gram cone with your ticket. Don't show up to don't show up to the stadium with both. You have to have consumed the cannabis first. Yeah, I love it.
Nice.
I love it.
Mandatory. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. You know, we can predict that there will be less violence. Because, you know,
Mhm.
people are going to be
your
smoking
ticket
and
stub
stoned.
is in the roach, so you got a hand on the roach. That's your ticket, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
There's going to be fucking people who don't smoke just throwing up all over the stadium, you know. Everybody's asleep by the end of the fucking halftime. Shit. Anyway.
Right,
we
anyway,
say- yeah.
as we have, right, speaking to the scum, the policeman said, it's no problem for fans to smoke cannabis on the street. If we see a group of people drinking alcohol and looking a bit aggressive and another smoking cannabis, of course, we look at the group drinking alcohol, which says it all that basically that's how the
Wow.
police think. Like,
How
yeah.
times have changed, you know. The police are
Yeah.
going to go for the drinkers and not the smokers. Damn.
Going on, the quote goes on to say, drinking alcohol makes some people more aggressive and smoking cannabis puts people in chill mood. End of story, pretty much.
Yeah.
There from the German police. Like, what more do you want? Like,
Mm-mm. Yeah, congratulations, Germany. And congratulations
Yeah,
to all
man.
those English fans who have gone over to Germany to watch the football. And I hope they all have a good time. Stay safe. Don't cause any trouble. And do what the police say. Go and smoke some weed.
Exactly.
You know, how crazy is that to say? You know, we recommend you do what the police say. Come on, say it with me. It's really crazy. You're welcome
Like
to the
it's-
Twilight Zone. Damn.
like the copper says as well, he says he wants to prevent violence and keep people safe, and which is why, like,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
recommending that. That's
Yeah.
just amazing.
Yes.
That's probably the most forward-thinking I've seen from police anywhere to do with cannabis. If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to actually admit that it's going to be the better solution. That's just wow,
Yeah, man.
amazing. I do remember
Progress.
the governor of Washington D.C. saying that went back when she was trying to get the cannabis in D.C. She said, you know, cannabis smokers basically just want a bag of chips. Drunks want to sit down there and fight each other. So crazy thing.
Well, the Germans obviously know the amount of English that go over to Holland to smoke cannabis. If you I mean, so they know it's very popular for the English to smoke. So it's like, what would they rather do? Like, would they rather all the English be stoned or drunk? And it's
Hello,
quite
my name's
obvious.
Terry, and I'm a law-abiding citizen. If
There
there
you
was a
go.
war, I'll be on the front line with them. You know what the tune is. If you don't, then yeah, go and look it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, for goddamn.
streets.
Progress, man, and moving forward quickly by the sound of things in Germany there, because it's only happened like a few months ago. They're already
What,
recommending for
6
the English
weeks it's
folk.
been legal.
Yeah, and how much money are they going to make from all of those people traveling there to smoke cannabis and watch football? There's so much money is going to come in from this. It's going to be ridiculous, man. And the UK government should be looking at it and rubbing their grimy little hands together, licking their lips as they do. Oh, look, money. You know? Let's
Yeah,
see what
and the
happens, man.
government-
See what happens.
And the amazing thing is watching a law enforcement agency here saying that you go ahead and use cannabis. I mean, I would have never thought I saw that in my lifetime. A police department saying, please don't drink, smoke cannabis instead. Really? Really?
Fair play. You know, I can get behind police officers like that. That's cool. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man. That's cool. Very cool.
Well done. I support that kind of advice from police officers. Yeah, good shit. But we have more good news coming out here from South Africa this time. We have South Africa legalizes cannabis use. Will the rest of Africa follow? I didn't even know that it was illegal in South Africa. I thought it was. Did anybody know anything about this? Because I'm sure South Africa was legal a long time ago. Obviously not, but I thought it was. Or is it just like used by loads of people, regardless?
I don't know. I never thought South Africa was rec legal, so I really didn't know about medical.
Yeah, sure. It wasn't just medical they legalized.
Yeah, maybe.
Not
maybe.
Yeah, and now they're going recreational.
So we have here, on the eve of the May 27th general elections, which saw the ruling African National Congress lose its majority for the first time in 30 years of South African democracy, a major change to the country's drug laws slipped through, barely noticed by most. So, yes, it was like slid in there by somebody who wants to earn a shitload of money off it, no doubt. Just one day before the historic ballot, President Cyril Ramaphosa signed the Cannabis for Private Purposes Act, making South Africa the first African nation to legalize the use of cannabis. The bill removes cannabis from the country's list of outlawed narcotics, meaning adults are now free to grow and consume the plant except in the presence of children. The bill also stipulates that those who broke the law by committing such deeds should have their records automatically wiped clean. However, it is unclear how this will take place or when and if any of those 3,000 people in prison for cannabis-related offences as of 2022 will be released. But after years of campaigning and negotiations, activists say the fight is not over yet. Yeah, it's always a long way from over. They make it seem like it's won, but it's not. There's always the finer details to work out as well. Ramaphosa finally found his pen at last, and cannabis is no longer classified as dangerous. Dependence produces substance in South Africa. Myrtle Clark, co-founder of Fields of Green for All, an NGO which campaigns for cannabis reform, told Al Jazeera from Johannesburg. Damn, these are long sentences in these fucking article. Just saying. Now we can move on to what to do about trade, which remains illegal. Okay, yeah, so it's not a fully open business yet, but you can be in possession of it, but they can prosecute the dealers. Weird. But, you know, it's a step forward, isn't it? It's a step forward. Unlike other countries where cannabis has been legalized, such as Malta, Canada, and Uruguay, there is still no way to lawfully acquire it in South Africa as a casual smoker unless you grow it for yourself. Selling cannabis remains illegal unless it is for medical purposes and has been prescribed by a doctor. What the bill effectively does is, for some reason, you get caught with some amount of cannabis that a policeman thinks is too much for your personal use, you can't be charged as a drug dealer. Wow. In other words, it is theoretically fine to have a forest of pungent plants in your backyard, so long as you don't profit from it. Still a huge grey market already. Look, that's fucking beautiful. Because that's how it should be. You should. If I wanted a fucking field full of ganja, then yes, I should be able to do that. If I want to get that field of ganja and sell it on to people, then yes, the cannabis should be tested to make sure it's safe for the consumer. You should pay taxes on it. Well, you shouldn't have to. Taxes is kind of theft. You know, we won't get into that. Fucking, yeah, look, I feel like going on a rant here, but
it almost got it there, didn't it?
I'm not doing it, yeah.
Got close.
But, you know,
That's
it's
like
like...
theft, mate.
Yeah, thank you, Billy. Yes, it isn't. Thank you. Sorry, YouTube.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, any
You're
overlords
silly.
are listening. I apologize. Tax is what keeps society running. And it is to some extent. But look, we're not getting into that conversation. Let's do it. Yeah, so that's the way I think it should be. You know, you should be able to. I hate plant numbers, man. It's a ridiculous fucking thing. The new legislation. Sorry, Monkey.
I was gonna say, rather than plant numbers, I think we said it many times. If you're gonna have any restriction, it should be on the amount of cultivating space you should be able to be allowed. But I don't even like that
Yeah,
myself. But
even then,
that
fuck
makes
you, my business.
yeah, that makes way more sense though than having a plant count, plant number
Mm-hmm.
count. You know, that's stupid.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all getting worked up over this one now. Fucking plant numbers is something that, as growers, you know, you can grow a personal amount of plants, like 4 plants, and it'll last you, you know. But if you want to make some hash, then you want to have 8 so you can get the extracts. You know, if you want to do some,
What about if I want to make some
pheno hunt,
seeds?
you know, so that's it. It's like there's so many different things that need to be taken into consideration. They can't tell you. I will not listen to anybody say, yeah, it should be this many plants or that many plants. Like these government motherfuckers, they don't know what they're talking about. Just damn. Anyway, tangent. The new legislation has been 6 years in the making. Damn. It doesn't say that in the news article. That's me reacting to it being 6 years. After a 2018 court ruling that private consumption of cannabis was constitutional, the government was told to prepare legislation which would legalize it within 2 years, and it took 6. Since then, shops and dispensaries have been selling the drug under Section 21 of the Medicines Act, which allows for unregistered medicines if prescribed by a doctor. The 2018 ruling meant that cannabis could be included in the list of unregistered medicines. We don't have any trouble from the cops at all. The proprietor of one of such dispensaries in Durban told Al Jazeera on conditions of anonymity. If you're only selling to if you're selling to underage kids, or if you're selling something other than weed, like some places sell shrooms. Other than that, we actually have some cops who come here to smoke, and they actually protect us. They're fucking cool. You know, I don't know. It's because obviously you don't want the kids getting it, but selling the shrooms, if it's not legal, you know, you can't do that, can you? You try and stick to the fucking rules, man, just so you don't get fucked over.
Best to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're giving you some leeway. Don't mess it up.
But yeah, this is it's a pretty cool article. I think it goes on and on. It's a bit of a long one, but it pretty much sums it up. Look, they've got this big cannabis expo about happening in South Africa now. How fucking cool is that, man? You know what I mean? Damn, it's like it's gonna be I don't know what dates it happens. Let's see if we can quickly find a date, because this would be like in the northern hemisphere. This would be in the wintertime when it happens. So you could go from the winter location down to South Africa for a cannabis event. Billy, you're gonna have to go on one of your roving reports, mate. We'll send the jets.
Yep.
Yeah, jets
So
on the way.
I've got a couple of questions here. I mean, things are just lining up. Maybe my brain's just getting lubricated with this butter here. But okay, so in South Africa, you can get medical cannabis, but if you just want to recreationally smoke it, you can't buy it in any way. You have to.
You
grow
can't
it.
buy it. Yeah. You can only grow it to be in possession with
This
it.
is also the same situation in Germany, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Okay, where are all these British fans that are going to go over there and smoke this cannabis? Where the hell are they going to get it in Germany? This just hit me. Just hit me.
Yep, it's gonna put a lot of money into the legacy market again. Untaxed revenue that could have been used to rebuild roads and shit, you know?
So, I mean, just looking at that, and then also, I think what's going to happen here is South Africa eventually is going to realize all the revenue that they're missing out on, and they probably will eventually open a rec market.
Yeah, 6 years. They'll decide now, and in 6 years it'll be done.
Yeah, they'll open their dispensaries in 6 years, and it'll take 6 years after that for them to actually open their doors.
But it's another good step in the right direction, you know.
It is.
It's very cool, man. The whole world is opening up to cannabis now, and it seems to be exponential as well. You know, more and more places are doing it all the time, and it's picking up speed. Maybe in 10 years we will have legalized cannabis in most places around the world other than the UK, because, you know, can't spell fucked without UK.
Well, we have a lot of situations in the U.S. on states that have actually legalized that are very similar to the situation they're talking about here in South Africa. I mean, we'll go and talk about Virginia just right there. They legalized recreational and medical, and recreational's been legal now for a long time, years and years, but they have a governor who refuses to allow dispensaries to open. So in effect, they're just like South Africa. Ohio's the same way. They're just getting ready to try and get things going there. Minnesota's the same way. Lots of situations like this to where it gets legalized and you can have it, but you can't buy it anywhere. That's just going to foster a black market. And, you know, I don't get that. You know, if you're going to legalize it, let people buy and sell it.
I suppose it just takes a lot more legislation to put the infrastructure into place where people can go and buy cannabis from a suitable vendor. I don't know, like there has to be regulations to make sure that they're doing things right as well. It just takes time. Eventually, it's going to move to that, but yeah, right now there's that grey area where you have to go to a dodgy place to get something that's legal. Maybe
Yeah,
not even a dodgy
cartels.
place, you know. Yeah. The cartels could get involved, yeah.
Yeah.
Stupidness.
Yeah, man.
But still,
Yeah, I mean,
it's a step in the right
legalize it,
direction.
regulate it, make it safe. That's the best thing to do instead of just stopping halfway there. But at least, like you said, though, this is a huge step because at least you're not going to get busted just for walking around with weed in your pocket.
Red Eye Guna says the grey area. Yeah, nice coffee shop in Amsterdam there, everybody. Check it out. And next time you're in Amsterdam, go to the grey area. What do we have next? We got some stuff going on with the medical cannabis in the USA there, Monkey?
Yeah. Now, this came from MJ Biz, and the title of the article is, Do Medical Cannabis Companies Need to Comply with HIPAA? And because we are multinational and there are people all around the world listening to this, let me explain a little bit about HIPAA. HIPAA is, let's see, what is it exactly called about? Healthcare, Insurance, Portability, and Accountability Act. Okay, so basically this allowed, when it was passed a long time ago, it allows medical patients in the United States to basically, I own my medical records and the doctor has to give them to me if I'm asking for them. And also the doctor cannot give them to anybody that I don't say he can give them to unless it's been subpoenaed or something like that. So if my significant other is not on my medical list of people that can see my medical records and they go to the doctor and says, let me see his records, they can't do it. So basically it's privacy. All right, so that'll set up the article. We're talking about privacy here is what we're doing. So it's no secret that the federal government's original decision to make cannabis a Schedule I controlled substance was motivated by politics instead of science. Wow. Yes. Well, it's taken more than 50 years. The federal government is now on the cusp of rescheduling cannabis to Schedule III in acknowledgement of the cannabis plant's numerous health benefits. Rescheduling cannabis to Schedule III will acknowledge the medical benefits of cannabis, start to reconnect federal cannabis policy with science. But while this proposed shift represents policy on a federal policy, it also raises new questions at the intersection of healthcare data privacy and cybersecurity. This HIPAA and cannabis, the intersection between cannabis retailers and federal law restricting the release of medical information such as HIPAA is complicated. To put it simply, whether a medical cannabis dispensary is a covered entity and subject to the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act of 1996 depends on whether the dispensary is a healthcare provider and submits electronic claims to third-party payers. Arguably, a medical cannabis dispensary, not a recreational cannabis store, is a healthcare provider under HIPAA, which defines healthcare in part as care services or supplied related to a healthcare individual. However, unless that dispensary also submits electronic claims for reimbursement, it is not covered by HIPAA. Now, what that basically means in the United States, medical cannabis in almost every state, I think there's one state that has recently said that insurance need to cover medical cannabis, but every other state in the country, if you have medical cannabis, your insurance company does not cover it because it's not considered medicine under the law. So right today, your cannabis dispensary does not have to follow the laws of privacy, and they could legally tell anybody and everybody who you are, what you bought, when you bought it, and that's not a problem. Now, that may or may not be a problem for you, but there are a lot of people out there that are a little bit upset about the stigma of cannabis because, saying you're on medical cannabis for a while, people look at you like, oh yeah, you're one of those. So there are a lot of people out there that don't want it known that they're taking medical cannabis strictly because it can cause discrimination in the workplace and other situations. But the law basically says these dispensaries are not required to keep your information secret. That is just crazy.
Yeah, that's fucked, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, that could be sensitive jobs that, restrict these kind of activities or something. You could lose your job, you could lose family, court cases, lots of situations like this, just because dispensary has the right to disclose this information, which is actually, I believe, your private information. It should never be out there. Anyway, medical cannabis claims. Typically, third-party payers such as medical insurance company cover only medicinally necessary goods and services prescribed by a physician. While medical cannabis programs vary, most establish certain qualifying conditions that render patients eligible to possess and consume medical cannabis with a physician's recommendation, with two exceptions. Cannabis is not approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for medical use, meaning physicians cannot prescribe it for their patients, but they do, without FDA approval or a change to new laws governing healthcare delivery and reimbursement. Dispensaries may remain unable to submit electronic claims. This is until it's rescheduled in Schedule 3 and a physical doctor prescribes it, then we'll see about that. The positive side, this means dispensaries will continue to fall outside of the definition of a covered entity, meaning they will not need to comply with HIPAA. Now, they think that's a positive thing, not having to comply with HIPAA. I actually think it's a negative thing. I mean, there are some people out there that, personally, I don't care. You go in there, people want to know what, if I was at the dispensary and I bought something, I would tell them, yes, I did, and I bought it legally and I'm fine with that. But there are people out there who do not want this brought out there. I think that a medical dispensary, if it's a medical dispensary, needs to be run very much like a doctor's office, to where your privacy, people, they don't know who you are. They don't know what you're in there for. You do your business and you leave, and that's all there is to it. I don't understand this whole thing. Recreational dispensary, totally different story. That's just like you walking into any shop, buying any other thing. You know, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know,
when it comes to your personal health, that needs to be kept private. Yeah.
Exactly. And I don't know if there's anything we can do about it in this situation here, because they're basically saying no, they don't have to worry about it. But
now the wallets can do a lot, man. If people just stop using those kind of dispensaries and go to places that will protect your privacy, then that's how you win. But is there any of those places, you know?
Possibly, maybe. I think, I do know that the medical dispensaries in my state, when you go in there, they only call you by first name, and you never see, like a lot of doctors' offices, you'll see a sign-up list. You'll get in there and you sign your name on a list, and you can see all the people who came in there before and all that kind of stuff like that. Well, now the medical dispensary I go to, you basically enter your name into a database on a computer and it disappears, and you wait your turn and they call you by first name. You go to the back, you do your business, and you leave. So that, I guess, is as close to privacy as a doctor's office is going to get, because nobody sees me buy anything and I walk out there with a bag. So, but that's not the way it is in most other states that I've been to. Most other states, the recreational dispensary is right in the same building, you walk in the same door, and there's basically just two counters and they're not separated by anything. So I don't know. I'm on the fence here, guys. What do you guys, I mean, Mackie, you made it pretty much, you said it, that if it's medical and you want your privacy, you should be protected. Billy, what do you think? Should privacy be protected?
Well, obviously, if it's medical, because it's medical data and information, isn't it? So it should be a separate system completely.
It should be. And in my opinion, that's your private health business, and nobody else needs to know about your health business but you and your doctor.
Even in the UK, it's still medical data that's protected, even though it's prescriptions private companies and dispensaries are private companies. It's still protected data. So I'm surprised in the USA it's not got the same coverage.
Well, it is. Most of the time we have that, but they're saying cannabis is different, and then cannabis doesn't have to follow the traditional rules, and that's why
they need to sort of sort it out federally, so then it can follow the rules and they can have separate systems.
I mean, I'm trying to think about it. You know, let's just guess that, let's say a cancer patient was going into a dispensary and buying cannabis, and somebody saw him in there buying the cannabis and would go, "Hey, why are you been in there? Why are you sick or something?" And this person may not want that information out there. You know, then now do you have? Are you required now to go to this person and fess up about why you're in there and why you need this medicine? That just seems so inconsiderate to the person who is ill.
You just tell them, you know, like Ed Rosenthal, you have sudden outbursts of rage and anger. So
yeah, you can do that, I guess.
They'll be less likely to ask. But we had some things in the chat there that I want to quickly bring up. Yeah, Lone Star Laugh said HIPAA is pretty expensive to comply with usually, so it would definitely suck for dispensaries. It costs money to comply with HIPAA, or just to make sure that you do comply with it, you have to pay ridiculous fees to companies to make sure.
No,
you know what I mean?
there's some audit systems on it. There are some things that they have to do. Basically, you have to prevent all the other dispensary workers from seeing my medical records unless they actually have a
Right.
reason to see them. You gotta lock down your records and lock down your files.
Right.
There are some costs to complying, but I can when the law first passed, all the doctors' offices and things like were super paranoid about getting charged with things like that. Now most of them are a lot less worried about it, and they have come up with a lot more passive ways to do it, a lot less expensive ways to comply with it. For example, that sheet I was talking about, you used to walk into a doctor's office and they have the long list of everybody who's come there, what time, who you're going to see, what time you got there, and all that good stuff on the list. Now they either have a system to black out once you're checked in there and they got you in the system, your name's removed from that list one way or another. It's either peeled off, blacked out, or somehow or another it just goes away. They don't even keep a running list up there anymore. Small things like that. But there are ways, it would be a little bit expensive to do that, but it's just a matter, a lot of times, procedural. My wife worked in healthcare for a while, so I've seen all of this stuff.
And we have to face reality as well. They might say that this stuff is private, but they have, I say they, the establishment, man, the authorities, they have all of the information about us anyway. Just pretend that they keep it private. But I think this just won't go to private organizations like companies to try and make money off your data, because data is a commodity nowadays.
Well, now you have to also remember here that if and when I would apply for a medical cannabis card in my state, that I would have to give my driver's license numbers, my social security, a lot of private, really information that's secret has to go in this thing there. But if it's HIPAA's involved, then those records have to be kept behind certain firewalls and privacy settings, things like that. Well, if HIPAA's not involved, those things are not as a big situation. And if they have a data breach, it's addressed in a lot less severity. So your data is not, if they're not treating it like a medical data, it's much easier for this data to get stolen.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's interesting. I'm hoping when we see the rescheduling and that all of this changes and they will treat this medicine as a medicine.
Yeah. Interesting, man. Let's see what happens from here. But we have this big news article coming out of California, which is Billy's next one here.
Ooh, that's an ugly article too.
Yeah,
wow.
There's lots of shit going on. Pay attention here, everybody. Are you there, Billy? Did you fall asleep?
Yeah, I'm still here. Basically, this is from the LA Times, this one, but it's been in a few other publications. The dirty secret of California's legal weed. So the LA Times Weed Week done a joint investigation, and it finds alarming levels of pesticides in cannabis products at dispensaries across the state. So, excuse me. Basically, the social media post from the California Cannabis, Real CA Cannabis, a £5 million taxpayer-funded campaign to promote California cannabis as safe, tested, and regulated by the state to protect consumers. In reality, the safety is far from certain. So, an investigation by the Times, in conjunction with cannabis industry newsletter Weed Week, found alarming levels of pesticides in cannabis products available on dispensary shelves across the entire state, including some of the most popular brands of vapes and pre-rolled weed.
There is still banging coming from your mic there, Billy.
Is there?
Yeah. It's like, are you moving something? You're moving your foot, your mouse, and something's knocking your mic, but it's knocking it against something.
Okay, it could be my mouse moving.
It usually is.
Yeah.
Let's try. Yeah, try that. Yeah. I just move stuff away from the arm, innit? See how it goes.
Yeah. So, I'll scroll with them. Is that better? Can you hear that?
But I don't know yet. We haven't done anything. So.
Okay. So basically, they found 25 of 42 legal cannabis products that the Times and Weed Week purchased from retail stores have tested at a private lab shows concentrates of pesticides either above levels of state allows or the levels that exceeds federal standards for the tobacco.
Wow. That's more than
It's
50%.
mental.
25 out of 42.
Yeah.
And
That
tobacco
is
standards are
crazy.
not that high, so
Yeah.
it's crazy.
The contaminants include chemicals tied to cancer, liver failure, thyroid disease, and genetic and neurologic harm, and to users and unborn children. So basically, if you're pregnant, you're at risk as well. So most of the pesticides found are in low concentration and at risk that long-term harm by repeated use through the extent of health threat may not be known for years as well. So again, there's studies to be done on these vapes because there've not been no long-term studies done because they've not obviously been about long enough. But again,
Still
it
getting
shows
background sound there off your mic.
Are you?
Yeah. Everybody hears it, right? I'm not crazy. You
Yeah,
hear
I
it,
heard
Monkey? Yeah.
I did hear it.
It's something's hitting the mic.
It's
Kind of
more
sounds
like
like a little bit like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. That's it. That's what it sounds like.
Is it doing it now?
No.
Did you hear it there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me moving my keyboard. So it's the mic sensitivity on. So if I move my microphone there, can you hear it now?
Are you moving the keyboard?
Yeah.
No, it's good now.
Okay.
Sweet. I'll edit all that out.
Professionalism 101.
It's an audio podcast. The audio has to be as good as possible. And if we can just do a little something and stop that from happening, then it's easy to fix, isn't it? You know, it's nice and easy. It's done now. Nice.
But yeah,
we think it's done anyway. Yeah. Back to this. I'll edit it out, everybody. Don't worry.
Yeah. So most of the pesticides were found in low concentration, which is, again, like, still isn't good enough, is it?
No, I wouldn't say
it's
so.
crazy. So vapes tested from 5 well-known brands had pesticide loads that exceeded the Federal Environment Protection Agency risk threshold.
Fuck, what pesticides as well? Does it mention? Because you know, there's a little bit different.
Wait.
Sorry.
This is harm from single exposure. Yeah, like so, just one-time use. So this is well-known pesticides. Yeah, so one-time use. So what the fuck? So users might experience irritation of the lungs, eyes, throat, a rash, headache, diarrhea, and abdominal pain.
Wow.
Some individual products contained as many as 24 pesticides.
What?
It's like, hang on again. 24, like 24 pesticides.
That's fucked, man. Is there even 24 pesticides? What the fuck?
But so,
maybe like say 5 or 6. 24.
So that means they've used 24 pesticides on that one piece of weed. It's like, what?
So this isn't. That's just on one piece of weed. So this isn't like over the whole.
Individual products
God.
contained as much as 24 pesticides. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my
what the
God.
actual fuck?
What are you all smoking out there?
Man, I would throw every single vape away, man. Not that I haven't, but like California, it's like Cali weed can go suck dick, can't it? Really?
It probably can with all this shit and it's mutated.
Yeah, but if this is the vapes, then why would the weed be any different?
Wow, man.
Still, it's like, what, mate? Like, the findings dovetail with scores of complaints that 2 private cannabis testing labs had filed over the last 8 months, reported pesticides in products certified by other labs as safe. Bit dodgy there, isn't it? Results, the lab said, suggest some level of contamination more than 250,000 vapes and pre-roll joints in store shelves, among a number of sold legally in California over a 2-day period.
Damn, this is sketchy as fuck.
Yeah, isn't it? That's just like, what the fuck, man?
Well, and you know what? And they haven't indicated that any bud was affected at all. It was all just this, vapes and pre-rolls. It's not bud. So it seems like it's second quality stuff that usually make, I've always been told by commercial growers that the stuff that you're buying as flour in a dispensary is always going to be the best of the best, because the rest, everything else gets ground up and used for everything else.
Yeah,
So
grind to
evident,
shit.
yeah. So evidently this substandard stuff is coming from someplace that doesn't grow good weed.
It's bad. Rev P in the chat there said, read some of the comments by the growers who were called out, and they deny everything. Of course they would do. Of course.
Right.
That's terrible, man.
I'd
That's
always want to
absolutely
hear their
shocking.
side of the story, though. But I mean, at the same time, test is the test. If that's what it says is in it, then I don't know how you defend that.
It's in the article. He said, "Bro, you can't do spoiler alerts on us like that. Gosh, stop reading ahead, man. Gosh,
Spoiler alert.
It's all good.
spoiler
It's all
alerts.
good.
Gosh,
Anyway,
gosh."
dirty
Anyway,
weed,
yes.
man.
Oh, he's like, yeah, it's bad. This, and we go on, but we have said many times on this show in the past, if you want access to that clean, safe cannabis, you have to grow it yourself, man. Then there's no pesticides on it. You know why? Because you've been there every single fucking day and you haven't put any pesticides on it. Simple as that. If you're buying it, you don't know what the fuck happened.
Right.
For
Anyway.
he's one of them people who like to piss in the fucking pots and all that. You're drinking fucking plant piss. Sorry,
I
but what
can't
are you saying?
remember-
Piss.
I
You know
can't
what I'm
remember
saying?
the last time I even used any neem oil, guys. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't use
yeah,
anything.
for real. I know, we're only joking, Rev. Don't worry. He said, "Oh, sorry. Don't apologize. We're only joking." Yeah, what are you saying then, Billy?
Yeah, there's a strong profit incentives driving contamination. No fucking shit, mate.
Oh, right.
Like, so expanding legal markets encourage incentive for growing practices to increase yield, and inviting the use of pesticides to protect the high value crops from insect infestation is common in greenhouse environments. Well, not really, because it's just 24. I think it's a bit much, isn't it? Really, come on.
It's not just like one, and it doesn't mention what kind of pesticides they are. Is there glyphosate?
There is a list here.
Okay,
Do you
there's a
want me to
mention.
read it out?
Oh yeah, let's jump to the list. Where's the fucking list?
Here we go. It's press the click down list, and it doesn't come up.
Oh, brilliant! I'm scrolling down the fucking article here.
Bums. Yeah, no, it's not come up.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Yeah, we would like to see what the fuck is what are the. I mean, imagine like smoking glyphosate and shit. I mean, that shit's bad to just get on your hands. Never mind fucking smoking it. Shit. Yeah, what do you think about this, Monkey? You got something to add to this?
No, I'm reading down here. Like I said, you're talking about the problems with trim, which is used to make pre-rolls and vape cartridges and things like that. I was just kind of scanning it down here as well as what you were doing, just trying to figure out what the heck all this stuff is here. But we all know that there's bad players out there in the legal market and the illegal market. And unfortunately, we just all got to be careful with this stuff. I mean, no, I would always say the same thing you said, Mackie. If you want clean weed, grow your own. That's the only way, the absolute only way you can know everything that went into that plant. And it's not hard to grow your own. I mean, let's just be blunt about it. Anybody could do this.
And you can make your own vape juice and shit like that. There's no reason why you can't do that yourself as well. Because vapes are, they're a little bit more complex than just rolling the joint. But you can make the THC oil, the vape juice yourself. So you can cut out that middleman, and then you know a little bit better. You don't know what's in the propylene glycol and all that shit. But you know that the cannabis is at least not infected with heavy metals and fucking
mold
pesticides
spores or anything bad news stuff. Yeah, you'll know that it's good, clean, safe cannabis.
Also, that's why it says like the popularity of vapes now is just soared as well. So the heavy demand just creates like more bulk growing of crap fucking weed, basically. It's like the reviews of confidential lab reports, public records, and interviews show California regulators have largely failed to address evidence of widespread contamination in the state's weed crop. So again, regulators not regulating. Obviously, they've had a couple of envelopes put in their pocket. The state's requirements for weed testing also have not been updated to include dangerous chemicals currently used in cultivation, including illegal smuggled pesticides. Toxic law enforcement officers who encounter them are advised to don respirators and take blood poisoning tests.
Mhm.
Fuck yeah, now.
Just like they're even using like dodgy, illegal, toxic shit. Like it's like, what the fuck?
Really?
Yeah, so it's illegal on other crops, but because they haven't made regulations for cannabis, they can use these banned substances on cannabis again.
basically, yeah.
Wow.
That's why I like small crop craft grown stuff, man. If you're gonna buy it, that's the stuff to get instead of this. Yeah, I have a feeling this is large commercial scale that you're talking about here, Billy. You know.
Yeah, on large commercial scales, they're saying sort of
Damn.
sort of, and like the top brands as well, not just like standard, like all the top 5 brands were tested.
Yeah.
So an estimated 5 million Californians consume cannabis in any given month, they reckon. So according to the Federal Health Survey, like the presence of pesticides is particularly fraught for those who turn to weed for relief from medical conditions, isn't it? So you're getting medical issues from your medical weed because it's not regulated properly. Again, it's just like if they let everyone grow it, craft consumers would come out and then that would regulate the market because it wouldn't be contaminated. We wouldn't need the use of pesticides.
But it still might be contaminated, you know, because
but it'd be a lot less.
Still use dodgy shit too.
Yeah, but generally most good producers will produce good. You'd be allowed to get into the market then. You don't need $1 million to walk into something.
Oh, it's crazy, isn't it, man? Fuck, you know.
And again, the long-term public health effects sort of are exacerbated from using these vapes. So it's like for young children, adults, which then affects them for later on in life. So it's like a long-term effect. It's not just short-term, is it? It's obviously some people will have short-term effects, but like some people, like they won't know the effects until they're in their 40s and 50s. Sort of, and they develop like extensive emphysema and shit like that.
It's dangerous out there, man.
Yeah.
Grow your own cannabis, everybody. Grow your own cannabis. And, you know, maybe you got a family member who needs it for medicine, so your mom's ill and she can't do it. Grow it for her, you know? Even the shit that's supposed to be legal and controlled is contaminated with shit. I don't even know, man. It's just fuckery. It's supposed to be safer when it's legalized. And maybe it is safer. Maybe things are even worse now. It's just not being fucking checked. How crazy is that? You know what I mean? But I don't see how it could be any worse than these substances are banned. But you can use them because we haven't made them banned for cannabis yet. That's fucked.
Really?
They're looking to do product embargoes as well. Voluntary, mandatory, and mandatory recalls as well. So it's going to be quite serious. They're going to ask issues like, why haven't you acted sooner, sort of thing. So I think it's going to be looked into a bit more, sort of thing, because this is almost criminal in a way, isn't it? Because it's people's health. So
you're telling people that this is safe, that you can buy it, that it's been tested, and now you're telling them it can kill them.
It's safe and effective.
Don't say them trigger words. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now we're getting flags.
Do it.
Filmy Bowls out there who lives in Cali, he said, living in Cali, that would explain a lot of things. Since people smoking all this fucking pesticide weed. Damn.
It also says here, those failing products alone represented 150,000 packages of flower, vapes, or pre-rolls for sale to customers.
Damn. So that's a whole lot, isn't it?
Yeah, and it says the government's responsibility doesn't end after writing the regulation. It's like, no, you're meant to like see it's enforced.
Yes. Damn. Very fucked.
So like, yeah, there's still more to go on as well.
It's just a shame that you can't even rely on the fucking legal market to provide you with safe cannabis. That's ridiculous, man. That's bad. You want to wrap this one up, Billy, or what's left on this one?
No. We can carry on here. Look, tests conducted, identified 7 off-list pesticides in legal products on store shelves. One brand vape contained phenvalterate, a fungicide proven to lower sperm counts and prohibited in the United States since 2008.
You know, but some people are looking for that. You know, that's like, what you smoke this weed, is this like a contraceptive for men? You know?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, here you go. It's advertising for you, isn't it? It's like, yeah.
You know what I mean?
You don't need Roe versus Wade when you smoke this weed.
No, more flags.
Like,
Jesus.
yeah. Go try and get as controversial as possible, don't we? Like,
You know what I'm saying?
but like,
Get a good flag if you're gonna get a flag, man.
but products contain pymetrazine and insecticide known to cause liver cancer. And
Who needs a liver anyway?
so-
it can
yeah,
regrow.
exactly.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
Fucking
regenerate. So like, and stuff that's banned in the UK and Canada and Norway, it's like some of them had more than 60 times the amount of another one allowed in federal regulators from cigarettes.
Damn.
So like, it's not allowed in cigarettes, but this has got 60 times the amount in
Yeah,
this.
you know, it's like
this
when
vape.
people make that argument, anyway, about cannabis is less harmful than tobacco. It's like, yeah, it was before they legalized it. What the fuck?
Mm.
Yeah.
They put all this nasty shit in it. God damn.
I don't know, Mackie. I would hate to think about the stuff that we smoked that was never tested back in the day. My God.
Oh man, there's some stuff that I think back
don't
on,
wanna
and I'm
know.
horrified about the future health implications that's gonna have. I smoked that shit 20 years ago, and I can still remember the soap bar monkey. Soap
Oh,
bar.
yeah.
Everybody
yeah.
who smokes soap bar will think sometimes like, that's gonna come
Ooh.
back and haunt me one day. That,
Smoking
that was
bits of
some
plastic.
nasty
yeah.
shit, man. For real. Plastic in it. But Billy, you know the score in it. There was plastic in that shit. We smoked that just fine. Imagine going back, grabbing like go back in time, grab yourself a 9 bar, bring it
Have
back.
that
We like
tested.
test that. It's like God damn.
Test the fish bar, yeah.
I would
God
love to
damn.
see what that came up at. Oh, that would be. Oh,
Fucking
God.
This is 0.1% cannabis. The rest is just solid diesel.
Couple of tire irons, like.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, plastic bag.
The
or
rest
two
is
in there.
diesel and Tesco bag.
Yeah, here's a condom in this one over here. Yeah, you
Yeah.
never know.
A used one too.
Oh.
But the sperm in it is really slow.
Old sock.
Sorry, what you were saying, Billy? What were we saying about this one? Yeah, that's fucked, man. That's some nasty shit. God damn. Oh.
It just basically goes on to say that the regulators have failed and failed again and failed again. And yeah, it's fucking dreadful.
Yeah, that's bad, man. That's bad. Soap bar with hot knives, you know what I mean? Properly healthy. You know what I'm saying, Laszlo? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You had to
But
be
yeah,
healthy. You know, what don't kill you make you stronger and all that, you know?
One thing was 2,000 times above the minimum detection level.
What? That's fucked, man. How is this been? At least it's been spotted, and hopefully it will be addressed from here, and people will be getting safe cannabis from somewhere.
And the name of that company is called Backpack Boys. So
All right.
if you own anything from Backpack Boys, fucking throw that in and destroy it. Don't even give it to anyone. That's death. Death on a stick.
That's death. Death on a stick.
Death on a stick. mate.
That's Billy's opinion. All right.
Yeah.
You gotta get
So-
sued or something, Billy. What the fuck?
Yeah, fuck them. I ain't got no money. Can suck my dick.
Yeah.
They can take me to court.
Right. Yeah. It's pretty fuckery. What's been going on here? I mean, god damn, man. Nasty
yeah.
shit.
The
Oh.
owners of Backpack Boys LCC, which holds no cannabis license, did not respond for comment, so they can go suck dick, fucking wankers.
Wow.
Go fucking suck ass, illegal cunts. No, but that's the thing, though. It's like I don't mind people producing cannabis, but as long as it's fucking clean.
Yeah. Clean. It's safe
Yeah,
for the
this is
consumer. You know.
yeah.
Fuck.
This is why we need actual deregulation complete, so the market can then regulate it properly.
Mhm,
You know
mhm.
what I mean?
Anyway, we have this last one which we should get to because we're running a little long here, and this isn't a very long article. It's just a little bit fuckery. A Fargo woman charged with possessing bong water could go to jail. Yeah, and I saw this and I was like, oh my god, I must click on this link here. This sounds terrible. I need to find out what happened. And then I found out. Let's
Okay.
find out together.
Mhm.
I'll put this on the screen. So, Crookston, Minnesota. Last year, the legislature decriminalized drug paraphernalia, even if it contains drug residue. The change presented a step back from the drug war tactics of the previous decades, with an eye towards treating substance abuse as a public health problem rather than a criminal justice concern. I always think I was right the first time. But one obscure relic of the war on drug paraphernalia got overlooked and was not included in the decriminalization bill. A provision in state law that treats bong water, the water at the bottom of a smoking device used to cool and purify the intoxicating smoke, as a controlled substance. No different than the uncut version of whatever illicit drug the bong was used to smoke. So they're saying whatever you smoke through this bong, the water in it now becomes an illicit substance because the smoke that has gone through it was illicit. Yes.
That's a little odd there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So drinking bong water is illegal.
Billy,
As it
you
should
want my
be.
bong water?
Yeah.
I will package it and mail it.
I think we should mail it out to people.
Really?
For sure, yeah.
So people don't consume bong water, but some prosecutors still use it as evidence to charge drug defendants with more serious crimes than they otherwise would be eligible for. How fucked is that? Just ask Jessica Besk. On May 8th, the 43-year-old Fargo resident was pulled over for speeding on Highway 59 in Polk County, Minnesota, according to the charging documents. Deputies smelled cannabis and searched the car, where they allege they found a bong and a glass jar containing a crystal substance, and some items of paraphernalia, including pipes. The residue on the paraphernalia tested positive for methamphetamines, as did the water in the bong and the substance in the glass jar. Deputies further reported that the bong water weighed 8 ounces and, somewhat confusingly, that the crystal substance weighed 13.2 grams in total with the packaging. Besk says the packaging is the glass jar, and the reason deputies included the jar in the weight is that there wasn't a measurable quantity of the substance in it. She maintains she had no drugs on her, only paraphernalia containing residue. That's precisely the sort of offence that lawmakers decriminalised in the 2023 bill, 2023 bill. It's fucked, right? I mean, I know it's meth and it's not cannabis, but this is fucked, right?
Sounds like she's got a bong with nothing in the bowl, just water in it, and a jar with dust in it. That's it.
And I'm gonna just say, if she's driving the bong and it's not spilling in the water like that, then you're a very careful driver. Well done to that lady.
Really. She wasn't really wasted when she was driving, that's for sure.
Maybe she was just driving really slow. Yeah. You know, oh goddamn, oh god. Ugh. That just gotta be a memory flashback when I spilled a bong when I was young. Oh.
Imagine the stench of the car if you spoke the bong water in it.
Damn.
Oh, that smell filth.
So anyway, as a result here, the Polk County prosecutor has instead charged her with first-degree felony possession, which carries a penalty of up to 30 years in prison and a $1 million fine. It's because of the bong water. For charging purposes under state law, 8 ounces of bong water is considered the same as 8 ounces of pure methamphetamine. That's well over the 50-gram threshold necessary to trigger the first-degree felony offense. What the fuck?
That's just stupid, man. Can the law get any more fucking thick? Anti-human.
This is why people don't listen to these fucking laws. It's just absolutely ridiculous. How does that make any sense to any logical, rationally thinking person? I mean, should she be in possession of crystal meth? Maybe not. Should she have it in the car? Maybe not. But should they say that the weight of the water it is fucking... Oh, it just baffles you, doesn't it? What the fuck do these people think? How are you a police officer and you're going to enforce this? Well, I suppose the police officer didn't. It's the fucking prosecutor. Well, damn.
But remember, GB used to talk about in Ireland that each seed was X number of grams of cannabis, kind of things like that too. Same basic situation. It's ridiculous.
Still, no, it's different because this is water, and it's just something passed through the water, and now it becomes that. This isn't homeopathy.
No, but it's just the same thing as the seed. It's just a way to charge you with a more serious crime than you actually committed. It's It's judicial trickery. It's bullshit, man.
I made my own bong out of, you know, when you in the office where you go to the water cooler and they got them big water bottles, like 25 liters of water that go on the top. You know those. I found one of those, so I was just young. I was like, I'd take it home. I'm gonna make a bong out of this, which I did. And to get a draw on it was ridiculous. You had to had to fucking pull on that shit. There's like 20 liters of water in there. Does that mean the weight of that? What's 20 liters gonna weigh? Is that gonna be 20 kilos? It fucking heavy. Does that mean that all of that water, according to these people in Minnesota, is now 20 kilograms of soap bar? Because that's what went through it. It just is absolutely ridiculous, man. It's like, it just makes no sense.
I've done bath bongs, man. I wonder if they fucking how much.
Yeah,
is that?
imagine doing it in the
Shit.
bath. Damn.
Fucking hell.
Difference here sounds like that they found meth in the water, and I do, you know, we have talked before that THC is not water soluble. So
Yeah, that's right.
in
Yeah.
theory, you shouldn't have THC in the water, but maybe you might have a piece of weed that went down the bong, and it might be a weed floating in the water. So I guess
Imagine
you
they had
could
a
do
little
with
crumb
that.
of fentanyl on it, and they fucking turned it into fucking 8
Oh.
ounces. Wow.
No,
Which
this
is possible
all just-
nowadays. Jesus.
This is fuckery just to go ahead and charge people with a crime they
Mhm.
didn't commit, man. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Surprised they're
Uh,
not shot her already.
I'll read a little bit more. I'll read a little bit more of this. The legislative intent behind the weight-based threshold is to approximate whether a person is an end user or a dealer. Let me tell you, if they've got a bong, they're probably user, all right? As Curtis Hanna, a lifetime Minnesota drug reform advocate, the fact that some county prosecutors are subverting that clear intent and, excuse me. Yes. So
Click,
where was I?
click.
Yeah, click. The fact that some county prosecutors are subverting that clear intent and are charging end users as though they are wholesalers, ruining their lives in the process, is shameful. It is indeed. I agree with that. Deputies also seized Besk's car and $2,400 in cash. Oh, I won't comment on that. In cash, and intend to permanently forfeit them under a state law that allows authorities to take vehicles used in the transport of controlled substances intended for distribution or sale, and cash that represents the proceeds of Controlled Substances Act. So they're taking a car, they're taking her money because she was in possession of 8 ounces of water that had
bong water.
been, you know,
Yes.
that's, yeah, oh my gosh.
That's ridiculous. Yes. You know, we want your car and your money for bong water. Oh, hell
Besk
no.
says she won the cash at the casino that night, and when she was pulled over, she had a tax form from the casino to prove it. And they still
well.
took it from her. They still took it. This is fucked. Oh my god.
Robbery.
It's
That's just
proper
robbery,
road
innit?
pirate shit, isn't it? This is
Yeah.
proper fucked, man.
Well, there's somebody over at Percys that used to be a police officer that constantly makes the comment that about the profitability of the charges, kind of thing like that. So this is
Mhm.
obviously a case that was prosecuted just for the money here, because man, they sure are taking a lot from this lady. You know, $2,400 winnings from the casino and her car, and now she's got a serious criminal record. That's nuts.
Crazy.
Nah, it should never happen to anybody.
So there we go.
I hate
Yeah,
you.
we'll end on that note, right?
Yep.
That's
Nice
it.
and cheery.
Just be careful there, everybody, because things are fucked
Empty your bong,
sometimes.
man.
You know, yeah,
You're better
don't
off
drive
drinking
around
the
with the
water.
bong. You know, yeah,
If you
empty
see
the
coppers,
water out.
drink,
Yeah,
drink that shit up, mate.
you know.
Drink that shit up. You see the coppers coming
Oh,
on, man. You're
you
like, boy,
That's
I'll
say
see what
this
I-
terrible.
to whoever's the
Uh.
passenger in your car, man. Fucking what's it? Waterboard them with it. Anything.
Oh God.
Just dump it in the car. They
Whoa,
can't measure. They can't
shit.
measure the water if they can't get it out the
Yeah.
car. You know what I'm
If
saying?
it's on the carpet, mate, that's it.
Yeah.
Some of the
behind
most
car.
ridiculous rules I have ever seen. That is, it's a shame. Good luck to that lady. I hope she fixes everything. God damn.
Mhm.
All right, just some things to add here. We'll do some forum news before we move on to the outro here. We have a massive comp from Barney's Farm going on over at Percys Grow Room, where there's going to be 15 winners. That's a lot of prizes to go out. So we want to get as many people signed up as possible for this one. It's going to be a heads or tails, so very easy to enter. You pick heads or tails, we'll flip a coin. If you get it correct, you move on to the next round, until there is only 15 people left, or one. We might just push it through to the end just for the fun of it. But yeah, come and join us, everybody. Get involved. You can win 4 packs of seeds, the Barney's Farm t-shirt, a Barney's Farm lighter, tricroscope. What else, man? There's a grinder, real nice grinder, some packets of skins. There's loads of shit. It's a real cool prize packet. That's going to go out to 15 people. So if you head over to Percys and check it out, there's a link at the top of the forum. You just click that, it'll take you straight to the thread. Go and have a look at that. Yeah. Extra giveaway from Percys for 1 winner. Yeah, we'll do a giveaway in a bit. Thanks for that, Billy.
It's all right.
Yeah,
We'll get you a mic switch button. Yeah.
Exactly.
So huge comp from Barney's, man, and big shout out to Barney's Farm and Mark from Barney's Farm for sorting us out with this one. And he says we can do this comp every few months. All you have to do to take part in this is have 25 posts on the forum. So it's very easy to enter. You take just a couple of days to get 25 posts on the forum. So if you want to sign up now, come and get involved. It's the 10th of July, I think, is the close date. So we'll keep reminding you all, if you haven't signed up to Percys Grow Room yet, get over there now, get your 25 points, and get involved in the in this giveaway with Barney's Farm. It's going to be a good one, lots to win. Also, we're on like 4,920 something, 940. We are very, very close to 5,000 subscribers on this channel. So here's a quick shout out to all of you guys who subscribe and join us live for the shows that we do in random times, but mainly on the Sundays, man. So awesome. To reach 5K, that's a bit crazy. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here and, dragging yourselves along with us. 5K, nearly there. We won't celebrate just yet. Monkey, you want to talk about this pheno hunt one?
Yeah, we've got a pheno hunt getting ready to start up over there at Percys. We had a member, John Carlson, has crossed some Blue Dream with a super lemon haze, and the cross is now, we have an F1 available, and he would like to go ahead and let everybody play with these beans. So if you go over to Percys and say you'd like to join us, we'll send you out 10 beans. It's a pheno hunt comp, so we're asking you to pop all 10, grow out whatever you want, enter your best one, and whoever gets the best one, well, you win. There you go. So anyway, 10 seeds will go out to anybody who qualifies for this. I think we were asking for 25 posts to enter, and then we'll also check in. As long as you're approved by John and admin, you're good to go. So check it out. Get over there to Percys, and we've got a few other things happening over there too. We've just finished our first grow of the quarter over at Percys. We have Terpotamus over at Percys has been running this one. This is the first time we've had a full vote at it, and would like to say congratulations to Mitsos. He is the winner with his Pakistani grow and his 4x4. Absolutely gorgeous grow. You need to go over to Percys and check out that diary if you don't know the one I'm talking about. But that was an outstanding grow with a beautiful, beautiful photograph that was entered. And we also have a May Plant of the Month winner. And this is very, very interesting. We have a brand new member won with his first grow. Congratulations, Grumpus.
Shenanigans. Grumpus, sorry. Yeah, you said it as we were shouting shenanigans. Yes, Grumpus, aka Curmudgeon, or whatever his name was.
That's his very first grow. He entered it, and guess what? You are the Plant of the Month winner for May. There you go.
Nice.
It's only been done once before. It was Stony who won on his first attempt as well.
Good old Stony. Twisted, I hope Stoney's doing well. Make sure you say hi to Stony for us. We haven't heard from him for a long time. Hope he's doing good.
Yeah, man. But anyway, congratulations, Curmudgeon or Grumpus, however you want to put it there. You are the winner.
Yeah, man. And many more. The bling's already been added, I assume?
The bling has been added, yes.
Cool. So, somebody just asked there, Budsy asked what happened to TG. He just got busy with work, man. He couldn't do the show anymore.
Yeah, it was easy to do the show back when we were in lockdown and nobody had real lives to have to do on a daily basis. And that's when we started this. And unfortunately, things changed and he got busy. I mean, TG is still a good friend. We communicate now and again, but he just got other things to do.
That's right. Life goes on, as they say. And
usually he's active on X. If you want to, if you need something from him, he's still out there.
Yeah, man. And his YouTube channel, of course, you can still find him on his YouTube channel as well. I think he's still putting videos out there. I'm not sure. Hope he's doing well, regardless of if he's still doing YouTube or not. I hope life is treating him good. And then we have Dr. Evil as well. He said, any news on Benny Ben? I spoke to Firefly the other day. He's feeling a bit better, so he's on the mend.
Nice.
Just a quick shout out to Benny Ben and Firefly there. I hope you guys are listening. You know, but not in the chat because they're busy. They're doing shit. But yes, hope you're all good. Hope you're all good. We'll keep you updated, you know, because he's a good member of the community. We like Benny Ben. We all like Benny Ben. He's a good guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So is that everything we have there? I think that's everything done, right?
Other than a spin.
Competition.
We
The
got to
spin,
do a
yeah.
live spin. So yeah, you ready for that?
Should we do it now? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it now.
Okay.
Okay. Well, what are we going to do? We're going to do a snail race. What's the plan?
Snail race would be fine.
Snail race is funny.
Yeah, Billy likes snail race.
Uh-huh.
I think we're going to do a snail
Or
race.
another
let's do-
race.
Let's do a snail race then.
You can choose different creatures, can't you? Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Uh-huh.
Snail race.
It's snail, monster, zombie. I think we had fancy dress was one of them, and
Let's fucking log in and shit. Damn.
I do need to put a complaint in from on behalf of last week's winner because they've not received their seeds yet because of the professionalisms.
Who's last
Has
in
not.
to what?
oh,
That was-
Mr. Billy Bonds was supposed to
Yeah,
get
that was
seeds.
me.
Connect
won
with,
last
with
week.
the UK supplier of the monkey beans. was
Yeah.
supposed to
Oh yeah, the
hook up
UK supplier is really bad at shipping.
Yeah, I know. It's,
Yeah.
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 Best check with Mrs. M. Much more efficient
Yeah.
as far as getting
Yeah.
things done.
I would agree. I would agree.
Message your own site. Tell them what you need.
Yeah, you just drop us a message, but I'll get some shit sent
Yeah,
to you.
I shall.
I'm just wondering if the premium has run out on this site now.
Oh.
You're saying join premium,
Well, if we can't do that, we can just do a quick wheel spin.
and I think we can still do a race.
Okay. I don't know what that all means.
Because to do certain races, you need to have the premium account. To
Oh,
add
okay.
certain bigger timers in 50 plus race timers. Yeah, so we can go up to 50.
Oh,
And,
50
I think
people?
we'll be 50 people.
We've got
We don't have-
37 watching now, so we can just about
Yeah,
scrape
so we're
that
good.
in.
We're good.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So, are we ready?
Yeah, just let me put it on the screen so everybody can see. There we go.
And okay, there's the line. Let's go ahead and put in Sunday. If you type in Sunday, because we're going to do this drawing on Sunday, you will be
Okay.
entered.
Okay.
The magic word, Sunday. Sorry, Stonewolf, ain't gonna work.
Oh yeah, yeah. Stone Wolf. No, talking about yesterday. Yes.
Exactly.
Yesterday for you, bro. Right. So should we start? Whose names do you
Yeah.
have so
All
far?
right, we got Bang Switch,
Bang switch.
Adam Bomb,
Adam Ball. Yep.
Cookie Grow,
Cookie Girl.
John Finnegan,
John F.
Stonewolf,
Stone Wolf.
Hawk.
Hawk.
Now, wait a minute. See, I knew this thing was gonna do it. This always does it to me when I try and do this live. There. Now, Hawk. I got Hawk. Where else do I got here? Oh, a whole bunch. See, it always jumps on me when I go that. Okay, Stonewolf.
Hawk. Yeah,
Hawk.
after Hawk.
Burnt Toast.
Burnt.
Yeah, we're not gonna call him So-So. We'll just call him Burnt Toast. Crichton.
So, oh no, fucking. It does this. This is why I fucking control it.
See, I see. You got problems too. Doing these live, it's always fun.
Yeah,
you know,
fucking hell.
Gotta
It's a
go
piss
through
take.
that.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Piss take.
Oh, you got to start over.
I saved it at Hawk. So who do we have
Hawk.
to Hawk?
Got it. So-So Burnt Toast.
Burnt. Let's do it again.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Burnt
I still ain't
Toast.
typing, is it? Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Ah.
Just slow down.
No, it's being
It's
a dick. It's when I press B, it jumps back up to the next one.
Don't press
Jesus.
B.
Just call him Toast.
It really.
No, it's
baking
like I
toast.
press enter and it goes down to the next line. You can all see everybody. I'll zoom in closer so you
Yeah.
can see this fucking thing taking the piss out of me. Right, look, come on, toast. Sorry, it's fucking. It's pissing me off, man. It's pissing. Right, I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna
Gonna have a technology rant going here, you know. So
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on another thing and then transpose it over. That sounds like a
the
good
whole
plan.
thing. Okay,
Yeah,
you do it on
yeah.
a different.
Okay, so
different
what
line.
list do we have? Right,
Okay,
we're on
so I gotta go
Hawk.
back on it. I gotta find where Hawk was. There's Hawk. Okay, I got burnt toast.
Oh, did you say we can only add 6 names? Surely not. Enter up to
Is that-
6 names. Yeah. Oh no, we have to get premium. Okay. Yeah, we can only. Thanks for pointing that out there, Crichton. Yeah,
Just do
it
the
looks
wheel
like we have to. Just gonna have
Wheel
to just do
spin.
the wheel. I'm afraid, everybody.
We'll spin. We'll spin.
Boo!
Yeah.
Boo! We're gonna have to go for the cheap option. Okay,
Do the Wheel of
That's
Fortune.
it.
there we go. Okay,
We
we're on
weren't. We
Hawk.
weren't prepared. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Burnt toast.
Wheel of Fortune.
Burnt toast. I haven't heard of this guy before. Next,
Crichton.
Crichton.
Yeah, Laszlo.
Laszlo.
David P.
David P.
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog.
Wait a minute. Come on. See, it always does this to me. You touch it a little bit and it goes crazy. There it's there.
Fucking
It is.
hell, this is
Mad
professional
Dog.
as fuck. This isn't it.
Funtucky.
You're just gonna put Fun Tucky. You know who you are. There you go.
Yeah, I ain't gonna put it all in. Pagan.
Pagan. Yes.
Rev P.
Rev P. Yes.
J5 or 20.
Yeah, yeah, that guy. I know you're saying.
Yeah,
J5420. Yeah, yeah.
that's him. Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil, hope you're all good there, bro.
Grumpus.
Grumpers.
See who else we got here.
That's
It's
it.
all the Sundays I saw. So if anybody doesn't have, read them back, and if you didn't hear your name and you want to be in it, you don't have to tell me again. We'll do it that way.
I'll just read this out. Bank, and you can see it on the screen. No, you can't see it on the screen. Fuck. Okay, now you can see it on the screen. There you go, everybody. Bang Switch, Adam Bomb, Cookie Grow, John F, Stonewolf, Hawk, Burnt Toast, Crichton, Laszlo, David P, Mad Dog, Fun Tucky, Pagan, Rev P, J5, Dr. Evil, and Grumpus. Anybody else want to jump in there?
We'll get the Jeopardy thing. Give them 30 seconds. You know, do. If you haven't answered in a little bit, we're gonna go for it here. You know, and what we'll be doing here, I got 5 crystalline entity feminized plus 5 strawberry pop. It always goes out with everything. So there you go. Be 10 beans going out to whoever gets this.
Nice. Anybody else?
Haven't seen any movement, so I guess we are probably good to go. You know,
Any last
Pretty-
call?
no,
That's
no
cool.
last.
That's cool. Here we go.
Hit the button.
Put the clothesline up, monkey. Close it.
I can do that.
No more entries. The line is closed.
Done. Closed.
Okay, let's do it then. 17 players. Let's shuffle up that. Let's shuffle up the names a bit there. Blah blah blah
Easy
blah.
enough. Make it
3,
happen,
2, 1.
Captain.
Let it begin. Here we go. Ooh, the suspense. It's killing me. Oh, look, it's going to be that dodgy burnt toast fella.
Oh,
gonna
look
be
at
him.
that.
Look at him jumping in there all that time to get his name in. It paid off. Look at that.
There you go. Well, I
That's
do know
rigged.
he is over at Percys, so drop me a message over at Percys and I'll get the stuff mailed out to you, brother.
Indeed. Congratulations.
Fantastic.
But that's everything, I think. Are we ready to go to the outro?
I am ready.
Let's do it. So there we go, everybody. Now, remember, there's things that you should have learned from this episode here. If you are traveling with £10 worth of cannabis in your car, do not talk to the police officers. And if you have any bong water in your car, regardless if you've used it for cannabis, crystal meth, or even dog shit, make sure you drink the bong water, all right, before the police come to the car. Just saying.
That's right.
Especially if you're in Minnesota.
Or spill it on the floorboards. That's fine
Yes.
too, because you know if they can't get it, they can't get it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, maybe don't do crack and meth though.
Yeah, that's it. That would also be a good bit of advice there. Yeah, don't do crack and meth, everybody. All right.
Yeah,
Stick to your greens. All right.
yeah. Put your greens in your bong. That's where it belongs there. Yeah.
That's right. God damn. That must be some crazy shit, man. God damn. But yes, it's been a good episode. Lots of cool news there to cover. Like we have some good news there with the shit going on in Germany, encouraging people to smoke cannabis. So it's been good. I think it's been an episode with lots of progress. Let's just say that. And I hope we get some good news next week.
The good news about that to me is the fact that, the German police are telling him to go over there and smoke cannabis. Now, that means that they're going to probably try to figure a way of making sure this cannabis gets to the tourists. So that's
Nice.
a good news in my opinion. I like that idea.
Sweet.
Good policing.
Indeed. So with that, I think that's everything. Thank you for joining us here live on youtube.com/highandhomegrown, everybody. That's the channel you need to come to if you want to join us live for a session, if you listen to the download afterwards. But yes, thank you for downloading. Thank you for listening. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Head over to percysgrowroom.com. Get involved in them competitions, everybody. And if you want to support the show and the podcast, that is the show. If you want to support the show and the forum, then do become a Patreon over at patreon.com/Percys Grow Room. And you get extra benefits of seeing all these nice interviews that we do behind the scenes. And the usual 15 minutes of random conversation between Mackie and Monkey before the interviews as well. Which never go published, that's just all behind the paywall because we say some crazy shit. All right.
You never know what we're going to talk about that day. That's
But it's been a pleasure, everybody. Stay high, stay safe, and we'll see you over at percysgrowroom.com to enter them competitions. Do it and hit the like button. Yes. Thanks, Grumpus.
That's right.
See you on the next one, everybody. Sorry.
I said, and remember, shut the fuck up.
Yes, indeed. Shut the fuck up. The only thing you want to say is, fuck you. No, don't say that. I'm joking.
Don't even say that. Just shut the fuck up. That's it, man.
I'll edit that out. See you on the next one, everybody. Stay high, stay safe, and have a good week. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Waving.
But you put your socks on, for fuck's sake. Put your socks.
Ooh, what's that smell?